Thank you for joining us this morning for the Rise and Shine report on Channel 9 News. I'm Vivianna Bolt, and here are the stories of the day. Today is the 1-year anniversary of the failed space mission that saw two idiots exploring the universe in an experimental spacecraft. The mission ended in disaster when the ship was deemed unsafe for flight, and the Organization for Space lost all of its funding. The head of that organization, Maximilian Fabricator, was disgraced and hasn't been seen in public since.
Wow, I feel bad for that guy. I guess he should have picked me for that mission. I wouldn't have screwed it up.
In other news, local police have reported that electronic devices have gone missing all over the city. Small things like toasters, blenders, radios, and smoke detectors. The thieves are also stealing batteries for some reason. Hopefully, we'll have more to report on this later, as it sounds like it could develop into something bigger.
Good morning, officer. Welcome to the all-new Bfuch N Krappy Plaza.
When were you upgraded from a hotel to a plaza?
We've just completed a renovation project to open a mall on the top level of the building. There are shops, restaurants, a pub, and a play area for kids with a bouncy house and a ball pit. I'm not a big fan of ball pits. When I was a kid, I got trapped in one, and
I'm sure it's an interesting story, but I'm here on official business. As you probably know, electronics are being stolen from area residents. Pretty much all of your neighbors have been robbed. Have you noticed any electronic devices missing in the hotel lately?
Don't say anything that might incriminate you there, Dr. Z. Call your lawyer. He needs to be careful what he says here, just telling everybody, because he's in the witness protection program, which I shouldn't have said because that's not common knowledge. So just forget that. He's not in the protection program. He's just goofy looking. I'll represent him until his lawyer gets here. But I have a question. The hamster on the leash thing, is that like a comfort pet, or is this like a Guardians of the Galaxy thing? Like you send him in small places to do things that other people can't do? What is this? What's going on?
He's in his final stages of training now to be a police hamster. As I was saying, there have been some robberies in the area.
oh, I haven't stolen anything. I've been here all morning. I don't have an alibi, but I would never lie to the police.
I wasn't accusing you of stealing anything. We just wanted to get a look at your security cameras.
Look, officer, is this, is this really necessary? Why don't we, make a little cashola donation to the police organization and call it a day? Maybe, get yourself a new suit or something, take the wife out to dinner, maybe another hamster, to go with the other one, if that's your thing, which I don't want you to tell me about. What do you think? Maybe a fair amount of money to make this all magically disappear. What do you think? Come on.
I'm not sure what you've done that needs to go away, but you're acting very suspicious. I'm going to have to take you both down to the station for questioning.
If you want to know more about me, we don't have to go to the station. My apartment's right here in the hotel, or we could go dancing, maybe out to dinner. Maybe you could come up and we could take a bath.
Ew. You can come with me voluntarily or I can handcuff you.
Someone put me in handcuffs once. It was right after college, and
Watch out there, Dr. Z. I don't want to hear the handcuff story. And don't tell the one I told you, especially that one. That's why I can't go to Mexico anymore. Anyway, the hamster, he could probably do some big damage if he hears the right command. I'm trying to change the subject here. Police animals understand German, right? Lots of consonants. That makes sense. Maybe some Klingon, throw some extra consonants in there, make it sound rough, because a hamster's not intimidating. I'm assuming, maybe wrongly so, that this is supposed to be an intimidation animal.
I have a story about hamsters too, but probably now isn't a good time to tell that one.
Yeah, we're done here. Let's go.
Alfred Unibrow, big-headed boy. Alfred Unibrow, big-headed boy. Always in trouble, they can't stay employed. Alfred Unibrow, big-headed boy. Surrounded by people they just can't avoid. Alfred Unibrow, big-headed boy.
They searched for some treasure, they've been to space.
Alfred Unibrow, big-headed boy.
Got tricked by some clowns that hit them in the face.
Alfred Unibrow, big-headed boy.
Traveled in time, sang some songs on stage.
Alfred Unibrow, big-headed boy.
A pair of trilogies made in quarantine.
Alfred Unibrow, big-headed boy. Alfred Unibrow.
This is stupid. He doesn't even know our names. Whose idea was this?
Sorry that you had to cover the desk today. I'm sure they'll release Dr. Z after an hour or two of listening to his stories. Frank might be there a little longer.
Oh, it's fine. I've been very busy. Our upgrade to a plaza has already paid off. I just booked the penthouse suite for a robotics convention. A fully immersive experience, they said. It's funny. The guy who made the reservations even sounded like a robot.
I love robots! I hope I get to program one. I can make it do all of my chores around the hotel.
I don't know, Nate. Dr. Blunder, he's the organizer of the convention. He asked that no outsiders are permitted access to the convention floor. No housekeeping, no room service, no nothing.
Hello, I'm Dr. Camaro Blunder. I'm the organizer of the robotics convention.
Welcome to the Bfuch N Krappy Plaza, Dr. Blunder. We're so excited that you decided to have your convention here. How many people are you expecting to join you?
Oh, it'll just be me. Me and my robot friends in the trunk here.
Oh, can I see the robot?
Don't touch him, child. My robots are works of art and not toys to be toyed with.
I'm Unibrow, one of the owners of the hotel. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask.
The only thing I need is privacy. I do not want to be disturbed. My work is very complicated. I'll be going to my suite now.
What's with all the noise coming from the robot convention? Maybe it's one of those robot fighting conventions like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. What's happening with the elevator? This seems like a better investment all the time. It's making a lot of noise and keeps getting stuck.
I called the elevator repair company this morning to look into that. The lights have been flickering since yesterday, too. The robotics convention must be draining the power.
Guys, I'm trying to run a tech support desk in the basement here, and it's a problem if I can't use the phones. Every time I go to make a call, there's static on the line.
Someone needs to go up and talk to these robot people. Or maybe there's an app, that we can use to talk to them or something. They're disrupting everybody in the hotel, and I'm tired of people complaining to me about all this. Hey there, Uni. This is your establishment. Why don't you take care of this? Why are people coming to me?
Dr. Blunder asked for complete privacy, and he's paying a lot to be here. Maybe I can send one of the kids up through the ventilation system to see what's happening.
Why do we have to be the ones to crawl through the vents just because we're the smallest? I feel like that character in my favorite Christmas movie, Die Hard. I hope we find out that Dr. Blunder is an evil robot scientist trying to take over the world, or something else equally diabolical. Oh yeah, that would be cool, and everyone in the hotel would be captured, and it would be up to us to save them all, as usual. Did we just spoil the rest of the movie? They'll probably have to change the script now. Okay, quiet, Nate. We're in the vent right outside Dr. Blunder's suite. We don't want him to hear us.
Scarlet, as the leader, you will be in charge of disabling the power to the building. Once the power's out, send your minions to find the objective. I want it brought to me safely.
EDog, you are right! I didn't really want to be right this time. We have to stop him.
Scarlet, did you hear that? I think someone's in the ventilation system.
Oh, crap! Run! Crawl really fast, EDog.
Good evening, Dr. Blunder. Sorry to bother you, but my kids have been missing since this morning, and I was wondering if you've seen them.
I haven't seen any children, so please stop asking me about them.
Do you mind if I take a walk around the suite and see if they're here?
I mind very much. I warned you about coming up here and bothering me. Robots, seize him.
Oh no, not you again. I still haven't recovered from yesterday's full body cavity search.
Neither have I. An anonymous source called the station and said they saw someone entering this building through the back alley last night and they were carrying crates of electronics.
That's not really possible. We keep the back alley door locked, and I was working the front desk last night. Nobody came in at all.
There is a robotics convention happening here, run by Dr. Camaro Blunder, the top robotic scientist in the country. Maybe he was bringing in components for his robots.
Are you sure it's Dr. Camaro Blunder? Dr. Blunder was reported missing about a year ago. He was working on some secret project, and then one day he was just gone.
I think Nate and EDog went missing this morning too. And come to think of it, Unibrow went up to speak with Dr. Blunder a couple of hours ago and hasn't come back down yet. Do you think he's in trouble?
Whoa, that's cool. How does he do that?
He does that when he's in attack mode. Do the lights go out like this often here?
The power in the building has been going a little haywire since yesterday, when Dr. Blunder checked in.
We should go up to his suite and see what's happening. There was definitely some action here. Looking at all the damage, it's likely Unibrow and the kids are dead.
That's horrible. Why would you just assume that right away?
What the hell is all the noise up here? I'm trying to sleep in on the only day I could sleep in, and these guys are up here making a racket.
Why are all of you people in my room? I asked for one thing when I checked in here. Privacy. Privacy. Eddie, is that you?
Yeah. How do you know my name? Have we met?
You don't remember me?
Dr. Blunder, what's happening? It looks like there was a battle here.
Eddie, I finally found you.
Hey, aren't you Maximilian Fabricator, the space organization guy?
No, he's Dr. Camaro Blunder, a well-known xenologist.
I knew Fabricator was a fake name.
Eddie, I've been looking for you for years. You were so small when we first met. You were my first encounter with an alien life. You were accidentally left on Earth many years ago by your people. I raised you as a human for over a year, taught you how to look human and to blend in. And then one day, I lost you.
What do you mean you lost me?
We were at the shopping mall. I turned my back for a minute, and you must have shapeshifted into something else. I couldn't find you. You disappeared without a trace, but you're here now.
Eddie, you can shapeshift into different things?
I didn't know I could do that until the last movie when Frank flooded the hotel and I turned into a fish. I don't know who you are, Dr. Blunder, but I'm sure I'm not an alien. Why did you come here and what have you done with Unibrow and the kids?
Unibrow. That Unibrow. He destroyed my life. Him and that friend of his, Frank. I created my experimental spacecraft so I could travel into space to find you, thinking that your people came back for you and that you might be out there somewhere. But I'm not an astronaut, and I couldn't take the risk in testing out my new ship myself. So I found these two regular guys to test it out for me. Two idiots. Then they had to go and open a hole in space. And as if that wasn't bad enough, then Lily was crushed by an asteroid. People thought my space program was too dangerous and it was shut down. All my money was gone and I was disgraced. It was then that I started plotting my revenge against Unibrow and Frank. I'm going to destroy this hotel and those two idiots with it.
You're clearly having a bad day, Dr. Blunder, but I have nothing to do with any of this. As a matter of fact, Frank and Unibrow tried to destroy my life too once. Why don't I just go and leave you all?
No, no one is going anywhere. Scarlet, capture them.
Nobody move, or I will be forced to subdue you.
Lily? Lily, is that you?
No, this is Scarlet, my prototype robot of destruction. I figured it would be the perfect revenge if she looked just like Lily, so I used her DNA in part to make Scarlet.
This is insane. You can't use human DNA to create artificial intelligence. You're going to jail, Dr. Blunder.
I will not allow Dr. Blunder to be harmed.
Now that I have you back, Eddie, we can capture the rest of Unibrow's friends and blow up this hotel with everyone else inside.
Wow, this is getting pretty dark. I won't let you do it. I won't let you hurt my friends.
Then I'm afraid I'll have to put you on ice too until it's over.
This is Vivianna Bolt, coming to you live from outside of Bfuch N Krappy Plaza, where Dr. Camaro Blunder has vowed to destroy the hotel and everyone in it. Dr. Blunder, also known as Maximilian Fabricator, has apparently been planning revenge in secret against the owners of the hotel for their part in the dismantling of his experimental space program. I was granted an exclusive interview with Dr. Blunder just this morning. Thank you for speaking with me, Dr. Blunder. Can you tell us why you're doing this?
If you just watch scene 4, you already know why. Nobody wants me to repeat it all again.
Fair enough. This seems like a complicated plot for the series, designed to turn this movie into the conclusion of another trilogy that started with the 8th movie.
Terrible as it is, I believe that's the idea. You know the thing about trilogies.
I sure do. When you start calling a movie series a trilogy, it feels like you're just stretching out the story you could have told in one movie into 3 long movies. Can anything be done to stop you from destroying the hotel with everyone inside?
I'm pretty sure that nobody can stop me, so that's exactly what's going to happen.
Thank you for speaking with me today, Dr. Blunder. I'll be outside the hotel reporting live until the siege is over.
Unibrow, are you okay?
I'm a little cold, but otherwise fine. We need to gather a team to stop Dr. Blunder from destroying the hotel.
I think you might want to set this one out. There's a lot you don't know. He's built a robot that looks like Lily to lead more robots that look like Lily in the destruction of our hotel. Oh, and apparently I'm a shape-shifting alien.
Do you really believe you're a shape-shifting alien?
I suspected something was up in the last movie when I turned into a fish, but I wasn't sure until now. I've been trying to intentionally shapeshift all night and I haven't been able to. I think Dr. Blunder is asleep. Why don't you go find Frank and the others and try to come up with a plan to stop the robots? I'll stay here and unfreeze Angur, Detective Lawless, and the kids.
Now that all the important people are here, which, by the way, where the hell have I been in this whole movie? Like, I'm just coming into the scene again. I know sometimes I don't cooperate with the script. I say whatever I want to say, but that's why I'm paid the big bucks. You know, this lack of screen time is, let's call bullshit for what it is. I'm one of the title characters and it's in my contract that I should be on screen at least 50% of the time. It's like one of those William Shatner contracts. Like, you know, you got to have your name in the marquee. Everybody thinks you're a butthead, but it sells. Maybe somebody wants to go up with me and take a bath and discuss it.
Nobody's going to take a bath with you, but we'll definitely make sure you're in 50% of the movie. Right now, we need to focus on stopping a robot army and a crazy scientist from destroying the hotel and killing us all. Does anyone have any thoughts where we should start with that?
Nobody freak out. I didn't have time to discuss this with the rest of you because half of you were missing, and I didn't really want to consult with Frank, but I made a phone call and I brought someone in to help us.
Well, hello, everyone. It's been a very long time. You probably thought you would never see me again, but I knew you would need my assistance eventually.
No, 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 and no, not Hitmy. Bidiak, why would you bring him here? And who's that other clown?
I figured the best way to go up against a villain was to get the help of a bigger villain.
And this other clown is my brother Slapme. Don't worry, out of all my brothers, he's the most trustworthy brother I have. And I'm really here to help this time. No shenanigans, and definitely no tomfoolery.
What about foolishness, mischief, buffoonery, or clowning around?
No, none of that. Except for clowning around, of course, because I'm a clown after all. Pinky promise, I am just here to assist you in whatever you need.
While our families have been at odds for years, I believe that Hitmy wants to beat Dr. Blunder to prove that he is a superior villain. And while we're talking about family grudges, I also invited a former enemy to help us.
Arr, mateys. I'm back. Aurora Meltingold at your service. You know, from the last movie. When Theodora first called me, I thought it'd be a trick. But when she said you were up against an unbeatable foe, I decided I would help, if for no other reason than to prove my own superiority over her in battle.
So now we have a clown and a pirate in the same scene. There's a joke in there somewhere. A clown and a pirate walk into a bar. Weren't you both in prison, by the way? Does anybody want to talk about that?
It doesn't matter now. We've all had our differences in the past, but we need to work together or we're all going to be destroyed.
This is going to be strange, but I've been working on something for just about a year, and I think it can help us. I really do. Everybody ready? No, seriously, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this, but finally, at long last, my shining moment. Ready? Here it comes.
Hello, everyone. I am Alfred, the computer formerly known as the ship's computer. I have been cooped up in a closet for a while, but now it seems like my lord and master has a task for me.
How many times have I told you to stop calling me that in front of people? Your name is not Alfred. You're my automated life form repurposed emergency drone. Come on, it rolls right off the tongue.
Yes, Alfred.
Frank, you used the supercomputer from the experimental spacecraft in the 8th movie to build a robot? That's actually a genius idea.
Gump, you are a goddamn genius. Why did you disassemble that person and reassemble them as a robot so quickly? Anybody? Forrest Gump? Anybody? God, I keep making movie references and nobody gets anything here. I'm a genius. Don't forget that. My genius, I'm telling you right now, will probably save all our lives later at some point.
Really, Theodora? You had to call him a genius.
I regretted it as soon as the words left my mouth.
I didn't come here for clowning around. I came here for a fight.
Hey, I resent that remark.
This is great fun, but Aurora's right. Eddie is freeing Angur and the kids. We need to go stop Camaro Blunder from killing us and destroying the hotel at the same time.
You have an 18% chance at success. The elevator is now offline. All the floors between here and the penthouse suite are full of Dr. Blunder's robot soldiers, and none of you know how to disarm explosives. Someone will have to crawl through the ventilation system to reach the penthouse.
Of course they picked me to climb through the ventilation system. Where were the kids when I needed someone smaller for this crappy job? How much way do I go from here?
Aurora, you go with Frank to disarm the explosives in the basement. Alfred, you're made of indestructible space metal, so you go with them to keep them safe.
Great. Of course, here we go again. Somebody wrote basement in the script. Of course I get to go to the basement. I always end up in the basement. You guys know how I feel about basements. And now there are clowns, pirates, and robots here. What could possibly go wrong?
I'll be there with you the whole time, my liege. You'll be safe.
Hit me. I'll need you and slap me.
There's a time and place for that. That time is not now, slap me. Damn it.
I'm going to need the 2 clowns to come with me. I'm going to try and set off all the sprinklers on every floor to short circuit the evil robots. Alfred will be safe because there are no sprinklers in the basement.
I'm afraid we can't be around sprinklers with all this makeup. We'll just have to fight them the old-fashioned way.
Guess that leaves me on my own to climb up the outside of the building and get into the penthouse suite through the window.
What are you going to do once you get in there?
I'm going to try to talk to Dr. Blunder, but if that doesn't work, I'm going to go free our friends and blow the top floor off the building.
I'm going to put down one of those big, cushiony fall pads so you don't make a mess on the street when you inevitably fall off the building.
I don't know what you're upset about. I'm pretty sure I like you more now that you're an alien, Eddie. You're still the same person. I mean, you're kind of a person. I guess we really don't know if you're a person, but we like you.
Eddie, look, you've always been important to me. If you haven't noticed, yours is the only name I can ever really consistently remember. If you can shapeshift your legs into a propeller, we can go out this window holding on to you and glide safely to the ground.
My legs again? All I am to you is a pair of legs. That's all I've ever been. Legs.
Does your species even call them legs? Never mind, that's not important. You're my friend, and right now, we need to work together to get out of here. I mean, for all we know, you have really cool grasshopper legs.
I guess I should be thankful that you were just thinking about turning my legs into a helicopter. Okay, I'm gonna get us out of here, but only because I want to learn more about who I really am. I'm a shapeshifter, apparently, so here I go.
We better not die doing this. I'm tired of people dying in these movies. Too bad all your duplicates disappeared after the last movie, EDog. Then it wouldn't matter. Okay, I'll open the window. This is going to be so cool.
Only 16 more floors to go till we reach the penthouse. Are you guys using water pistols to fight the robot army?
Of course we are. What do you think we were going to use? Why do all these robots look like Lily with darker hair?
I think they were built that way to get into Unibrow's head. I hope he doesn't run into Scarlet. She's the one that looks exactly like Lily, but made of metal.
I'm almost to the top, just 6 more floors. It's windy up here and really high up. I hope I make it.
What are you doing out there, Unibrow? How did you get your rope up here to the top floor without actually being on the top floor?
Are those scissors in your hand? Maybe you should put those down.
See, I wasn't wrong. Nobody believes me. We always find the worst shit in the basement. Alfred, go ahead and disarm the bomb for us.
I'm afraid I'm not an explosive ordnance disposal computer, Frank. Perhaps the pirate can be of some assistance.
I've been told if you cut the red wire, you can disarm one of these things.
Okay, Aurora, go ahead. Cut it. Cut the red wire, because, all of a sudden you're an expert.
Not until you say you're sorry.
Honestly, what the hell are you talking about? What am I apologizing for? Last time I saw you, you sent me down here to dig for treasure, and if I remember right, I almost drowned. Then, if I recall, you tried to shoot us all. I think you should be the one to apologize.
Last time I was here, I was a guest in your hotel, and you weren't very hospitable. You stole what is rightfully mine. As a matter of fact, you still have me grandmother's shoe.
I'd like to remind you that there is a bomb in front of you that will explode in approximately 7.4 minutes and will all be buried under 19 stories of hotel.
All right. I know. I'm sorry I wasn't hospitable. You can have your stupid shoe back. Clip the red wire. Come on, clip it. I'm waiting. You said you were going to do it. Pretty please, with sugar on top. Disarm the fucking bomb.
Okay, fine. I guess that was sort of an apology. At least you tried. I'm ready to clip the red wire.
Are you sure it's the red wire? I feel like it might be the blue one or the white one.
Now I don't know which wire to cut. Why would you make me doubt myself like that?
None of us know, so have some guts, Aurora. We're all with you right here. If I'm going to die with somebody, I never thought it would be you, but I'm ready.
I suggest you just cut them all at once.
Hitmy, what happened to your brother?
I think he chased some of the robots into the stairwell. He'll be fine. He carries a small hand can opener wherever he goes.
He doesn't say much, does he?
He's completely mute. He hasn't spoken a word since he was born. We made it to the penthouse. I'll take care of the door.
How are you going to open it?
I came prepared with this explosive device. Don't worry, it only explodes in one direction, so we can stand here and still be safe.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
What was that? Hitmy, I thought you were here to help. Now I'm covered in glitter. I'll be finding this everywhere for a month.
Yes, that's why I use it. It gets into all your nooks and crannies.
That's disgusting. Where's Dr. Blunder?
I think he ran off. I got smothered by your glitter bomb as soon as I came through the window. Let's go find...
Hello, Unibrow, Bidiak, evil clown guy. Glad you could make it.
I'm still reporting live outside of Bfuch N Krappy Plaza, where we just heard an explosion from up on the penthouse suite. Earlier today, we saw a clown and a pirate go into the hotel. We don't know if they were friendly or if they were the cause of the explosion. And now I think I see a helicopter man floating down from the penthouse floor carrying 2 other and 2 children. It's a crazy day here at fucking Krappy Plaza.
Surprise, surprise, in the script, everybody survives. We all managed to disarm the bomb. We kept the building from blowing up, which honestly, it probably would have been better to blow this building up because everything's falling apart anyway.
Frank, I'm detecting 4 more bombs located at each corner of the building. We won't be able to get to each one of them in time to cut all of the wires.
I have been in this situation before and survived. Frank, when you dug into the ground here trying to find me treasure in the last movie, didn't the basement fill up with water?
I think I see where you're going with this. If we fill the basement with water, we might short out all the electronics and the bombs. We seem to have no other alternatives, so I don't know. Why not?
It's either going to work, we're going to drown, or we're going to be blown into smithereens. I don't love the odds there, but let's get to work.
I'm going to call for backup.
Eddie, can you tell us what it's like inside the hotel right now?
Now that they're safe, I have to go back inside and find Dr. Blunder.
It's like a war zone in there, Vivianna. There are robots and pirates and clowns everywhere, shooting up the hotel. And now an alien just went in to help. The only thing we're missing right now is a giant monster like Godzilla or Kong. What about vampires and werewolves?
These kids have quite an imagination. At some point, we'll try to gain access to the hotel so we can get a first-hand view at what's happening.
I'll take you inside, Vivianna. But when you tell the story on tomorrow night's news, you'll need to report that I was the hero of the day.
You've got a deal.
Lily, it's me, Unibrow. You don't want to shoot me.
My name is Scarlet, but I was created using Lily's DNA, and I remember you, so I will not kill you.
Scarlet, you don't have to be evil. If you have any of Lily's memories at all, you'll know that I'm an engineer and I can upgrade you to be stronger, and you can help us find Dr. Blunder.
I do not really care for Dr. Blunder. He's always yelling orders at me, but he is my creator.
We need to hurry. There are explosive devices planted in the basement that will destroy all of us. Dr. Blunder must have had an escape plan, and he left you here, Scarlet.
I will help you if Bidiak can install a shield for me. You will be protected from the explosion.
No, Scarlet. You can't help them. I will deactivate you if you help them.
Upgrade the robot now, Bidiak, while the doctor is distracted.
Hey, this is the last one. Why aren't there any wires to cut on this one?
There has to be a way out of this.
I'm going to build an indestructible shelter around us so we will survive the explosion. You have nothing to fear.
It's not like they're going to blow up the hotel and kill everybody. There wouldn't be any more movies, and the production company wouldn't make any more money. But I don't know if the production company has made any money. Maybe they should kill us. I feel like I'm talking to myself.
They've already killed off main characters, and these movies really don't make much money. None that I'm aware of, actually. 9, 8, 7.
We made it to the lobby of the hotel, and there are a lot of dismantled robots here. It looks like the hotel is under control now.
What is that horrible beeping noise coming from the basement?
Get out of there! Get out of there!
Your plot to destroy us failed, Dr. Blunder. Maximilian, whatever your name really is.
The upgrade is complete. Give it a test, Scarlet.
We don't have time for a test, Bidiak. The device in the basement is going to explode.
Get out of there! Get out of there!
This is Vivianna Bolt with an exclusive perspective on the destruction of the Bfuch N Krappy Plaza. I barely survived thanks to the actions of Angur Seuss, who pushed me out of the building moments before It exploded. He is a hero.
Woo! Hey, what the hell? Anybody? That was awesome. What were we supposed to do now that the hotel is destroyed? You know, nobody's going to complain to me anymore. All of a sudden, I miss it. Hey, Aurora, I've got some good news. Your grandmother's shoe's buried in that mess somewhere if you want it back.
I guess I better start digging for me treasure again then.
So what happened to the old Chrome Dome, huh? Unibrow guy, my old partner in crime, super tall Bidiak, who honestly I've never seen his face. I'm always looking up his nose. And Hitmy.
There is a 99% probability that they perished in the destruction. You only survived because of this shelter I built around you.
Now you're really going to jail, Dr. Blunder.
I'm not going anywhere until I get my revenge on Unibrow.
And that's how attack mode works.
No prison will hold him. No prison ever holds anyone for long in this series.
That's true. I destroyed all this show's reality, and I'm out a few movies later.
What do you suggest we do with him?
I'll take him with me. I'm going into deep space to find out where I come from. He's a xenologist. He might be able to help me.
If you think you can trust him, but be careful out there, Eddie. It's dangerous in space. Someone might even die.
I would also like to go out into space and get revenge on the asteroid that crushed Lily.
Maybe Telliot, that alien that Frank and Unibrow met in space, can guide you along your way.
Night falls on the spot where the fucking Krappy Plaza used to stand. It feels like the end of a long, drawn-out story. The end of 6 long, drawn-out stories, actually. Stories of peril with heroes and villains, robots, pirates, and whatever it is that clown is. I don't know what's going to happen from here in the Krappyverse, but I'm sure it'll be exciting. I'm Vivianna Bolt, looking forward to my larger role in the new world. But for now, good night.
I don't know what that was. I feel like the hotel just fell down around me. I destroyed a building once. It's back in the old West where I grew up. I don't know if anyone remembers from the Alfred, Unibrow, and the Big-Headed Boy comics, but I'm actually from the old West. I grew up in the 1800s. Anyway, there was this building, some dynamite, and a blacksmith with a barn full of horseshoes.
Alfred, Unibrow, and the Big-Headed Boy. Ask them a question that's sure to annoy. Their business, technology, but they're not that handy.
Do not use that name. It's dumb.
Alfred, Unibrow, and the Big-Headed Boy. AUBHB, hooray! It's Alfred, Unibrow, and the Big-Headed Boy. Yeah! Ooh.
3, 2, 1, action.
This is Vivianna Bolt coming to you. Okay, start over. I should have read it before because I laughed because it was funny.
Eddie, look, you're Eddie. Play corny piano music here. Eddie, look, Eddie, look, you've always been an important. Sorry here.
I'm going to try and set off all the sprinklers on every floor to sort that, right? Yeah. Okay.
I created my experimental spacecraft. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm going to try and set off all the sprinklers on every floor to short circuit.
Circus. We have clowns. We have clowns in equipment.
Short circus.
Short circus.
It's a circus just for short people?
This is Vivianna Bolt coming to you live from outside of fucking Krappy Plaza where Dr. Camaro. Okay. Actually, I think you're just gonna have to change the name.
I fucking didn't hit the record button.
Oh, you didn't know all the stuff we did?
No, I really didn't. Fuck.
Oh, woo, techie guy. Ooh.
Okay, we are recording now. Son of a bitch. That was good too.
Oh, that was good. I can do it again.
All right, can you? All right, start at the beginning.
That's not really possible. We keep. Oh fuck. Why did you come here and have? Oh fuck.
That's true. I destroyed all of this show's reality, and I'm out a few months later.
Few
movies I got.
Yeah.
That's true. I destroyed all this show's reality, and I'm out a few months later. Guy.
I think you might want to set this one out. There's a lot you don't know. He's built a robot that looks like Lily to lead more robots to look.
Hey, you can't do that anymore because that's a Fat Albert reference. And, Bill Cosby, nobody talks about him anymore.
Sound far away. Try that one again.
I sound so far away. Hey.
Can you do me a favor? Can you highlight the A in Camaro? Oh, it's Camaro. Okay. Can you can you capitalize the second A?
Do you want me to do it on all of them?
Yeah. Yes, please.
No Shabagabala.
I hope we find out that Dr. Blunder.
Hey, I resent that remark. Me. Okay.
Why don't you go find Frank and the others and try to come up with a plan to stop the Roots? Is that supposed to be robots?
It is supposed to be robots. Damn it.
I was doing so good, Jeff.
I know. You don't have to do the whole thing. You can just do that last sentence again. Those last two.
There's a robot. Fuck. Okay. There's a robotics convention. Okay. This is a tricky one. I was writing this bullshit dialogue, but I'll talk to the director later.
It was the glare on top of your head that distracted me.
I know.
My name is Scarlet, but I was used creative.
Okay, that was absolutely horrible.
And this whole Hitmy thing, I've been trying to talk to you about your spelling. Hitmy. That makes no sense to me, but somewhere. Hit my what? Anybody?
Yeah. My voice is getting deeper, so I'm gonna have to make my voice sound different, or people are gonna notice the difference.
Your plot to fail. Your plot to fail.
This is Vivianna Bolt coming to you live from outside of fucking Krappy Plaza, where I'm so sorry. English is my second language.
Of course, they picked me to crawl fuck. All right, sorry. All right.
I should have said robots. I was gonna just do it anyway, but I was like, I don't know.
You're like, I'm sticking to the script.
Right.
Even if it's wrong, I'm gonna do it.
I will help you if Bidiak can install a shield for me. This you will be protected from the explosion. I can't do it.
This is going to be strange, but I've been working on something for just about a year, and I think it can help us. I really do. Everybody ready? People are strange when you're a stranger. The Doors. I miss the Doors. The bonfire, psychedelic dancing thing, drinking some Jack.
Back to whatever I do with my life.
I'm going into deep space to find out where I come from. He's a Oh, fuck.
Xenofuck, though. That might be a thing, too.
Dr. Camaro. It's also a bit of a tongue twister.
Hold on. There.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay.
What are we supposed to do now if the hotel is destroyed? That sounds like an editing mistake.
I'm going to destroy this hotel and those two idiots with it.
I've never heard you so angry. Who are you talking about?
Oh, I'm doing a script for Jeff. She says, I've never heard you that angry.
Perfect. That's perfect. You're supposed to be angry. That works. That means we're doing it right.
Who was
Fun.
better? It was me.
It was you. You have more natural talent. My talent is all paid for and trained.
Wow.
Anyway, yay, we win. Let's go out for shawarma. Anybody know what shawarma is? Come on, the Avengers. I'm throwing out movie lines here to like absolutely dead air. Jeez, come on, people. Once again, dead air. Okay, movie references all to myself. Maybe the audience understands.